Hey, I'm Andrea Spear. Today I'm taking you through a 20-minute express workout using a long resistance band. I've grabbed a light resistance. We're also going to be using a pair of the BOSU Balance Pods XL. So make sure you've got all your props. We'll begin with the band. So let's dive right in. Let's get started. Take the band and step into it. You want to put it right in the middle of your feet, and I recommend wearing sneakers for this workout so it doesn't kind of cut into your feet. You can get that good stabilization. Your feet are about hip distance. Take the band into one hand. The other hand goes on your waist. Hold on, square those shoulders off, and give me a bicep curl up and down. Up and down. 20 seconds here. As you begin, go at your own pace, right? You don't have to match mine. You could go slower, you could go faster. What I want you to focus on is a little softness to the knees. So we anchor down and then pull that shoulder back and open. 5 more seconds here. Starting to feel that heat working its way through your body. After your next one, halfway down, extend your fingers out long. Keep your elbow in and pulse, 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 pulse. Whew. Deep natural breaths here. 10 seconds. Woo! 5 more seconds. And then lower that down. Take the band in both hands. Again, soften your stance, shoulders down. Holding on with both hands, you row up and you resist down. Row up and down. Think about coming up to your collarbone. Elbows flare out to the side. When I do this, I imagine a walnut and I'm cracking it between my shoulder blades. So we get those lats, those traps engaged. I'm already starting to sweat here. Woo! 5 more seconds, up and down. So starting with the upper body postural work. After your next one, bring it down. Take the other hand in, make a fist. Square it off, shoulders back. Again, glue your elbow to your side and bicep curl up and down. Up and down. Now, what matters more than your range, right, is keeping that shoulder back. I imagine when I'm doing this, I'm lying flat on my back, squaring those shoulders off. 5 seconds here. 3 seconds here. Now, meet me halfway up, extend those fingers out, square it off, and pulse, 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 up, up, up. 10 seconds. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Take that band into both hands, and let's row again. Shoulders down, soft bend, pull it up, and bring it down. Row up and down. We're here for 20 more seconds. Abdominals are pulling into your spine and up along your spine. 5 more seconds. 3 more seconds. On your next one, hold it up there. Little pulses, up, 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 just 10 seconds. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that down. Shake it out. Okay, so now I want you to step 1 foot out. Give me a nice wide stance. Hold on to that loop, and then wrap your hand around and hold on around the edge. If that's too much, you just come back out to the hand simply being in the loop, right? Soften your stance. Pull it out, down, out, and down. Now this is getting right into the rotator. And I found with myself, it's so important, especially as we get older, to make sure to stabilize into that shoulder. We do so much rounding forward at a computer, looking at our phones, driving. Let's go for 5 seconds here. 3 seconds here. Okay, bring that down. Release your hand. So the back of your hand is facing away from your body. Soften, open, out, in, out, in. It shouldn't feel like you're moving a crazy amount of resistance, but it's going to start to build. 15 seconds. You could start to play with your range. You could start to play with your pace, picking it up. 10 seconds here. Let's go for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. All right, let's do the other side. Step your other leg in. Put it right in the center. Step out nice and wide. Again, hold on to the loop. This might be right for your body for that row. Or wrap your hand around, give yourself more resistance. Hand on your hip. Here we go. Pull it out, down, out, and down. Okay, we've got 20 seconds. Now, instead of thinking about the hand or the elbow, think again about cracking that walnut with your shoulder blades. Squeeze it together. Navel is pulling in and up. Okay, we're approaching our last 5 seconds here. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Bring it down. Release your hand. Back of the hand faces away, palm faces in. Soften your stance, and here we go. Open, close, open, close. Now your forearm here ideally is parallel to the floor the entire time. It probably will try to dip away from the tension. Don't let it, keep it high. Whew. Okay, we have 10 seconds. And you might notice one side feels stronger or weaker than the other, so it's something good to note for your body and your workout today. 3 seconds. And bring that down. Step out of the band. Hold on just wider than your shoulders. Reach up to the ceiling. Bend your elbows and pull that band behind your head. Give yourself a nice big shoulder stretch, pec stretch. That feels so good. Reach up, lower it down, and let's do that one more time. Lift up, bend and open your chest, big stretch. And then reach back up and lower it down. All right, let's set this band to the side. Now we grab both of our pods. Have a seat on the mat. Okay, now once you're there, I want you to use one pod to sit on and one between your knees. So I like to set up my knees first, make sure it's right in the center, and then lift up and sit just below the apex, right? Just lower than the very top. Now to start, tailbone curls under, come down onto your elbows and forearms so your hands are flat and your knees lift up. Once you're there, you might see that you need to adjust forward or back, so you just adjust as needed. From here, flex your feet. Your feet are about 2 inches apart. Extend your legs out and bend them in. Extend them out, draw them back in. So it's nice because we warmed up, we worked the upper body, we stretched it out. So here, maintain that nice open chest. Feel your sacrum and your tailbone anchoring down into that pod. It's really nice because you can do core work and it doesn't get into that tailbone, kind of causing any discomfort. You can just solely focus on the abs. You've got 5 more seconds here. Gently squeezing that pod between your knees so you get your inner thighs engaged. Last one. Now to give the hips a break, set your feet down and rock up. Abdominals are in, feet again are down. Reach forward and lower down a few inches, up a few inches. Down and up. If you want to hold on gently behind your thighs, do it. Otherwise, reach forward. If you want to challenge this even further, hands could stack behind your head. So find what helps you keep that big capital C curve of the spine. 10 more seconds. Straight down, deep into lift. You've got 5 more seconds. Now we're going all the way back down into our forearms. Abs in, flex your feet. Your legs extend up to the ceiling. Doesn't have to be straight up, whatever that looks like. Lower down, down, down. Bend your knees in and extend them back up. So you swim your legs down, in, and up. 20 seconds starts now. Going the same direction. And if your legs don't straighten all the way, if it's too tight in your hamstrings, quads. Again, you're just thinking length. 5 more seconds this direction. Down, in, and up. After this one, extend up, hold it there, and let's reverse. Bend in, extend your legs out, whoop, lift them up, and bend in. So you can see with me, I went a little bit too low. So something good to know for yourself. Find the spot where your abs stay in and think navel down to the pod. Let's check in. We've got 8 more seconds. 3 more seconds. And after the next one, bend in, set your feet down and rock it up. Let's take the pod out between your knees. Let your knees fall open for a moment. And then take the pod and put it down right in front of you. Lift yourself back up so you're just on top of that pod and your feet go on the other pod. So now we have imbalance. So we're going to use our core to stabilize instead. Round back and hold on behind your thighs. Little pulse, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. So good to work with stabilization with the body. And what that means a lot of times is taking away your stability. So then all those deep, intricate little muscles have to jump in and work. We can't just use those power muscles, right? 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now, hands come down to your sides, feet together in the center, abs in. Hover one leg up into a tabletop. Hold on behind that thigh with the same arm from that side. Hand behind your head. Lower, curl up, twist to that leg. Lower, curl up, twist. We're here for 15 seconds. Twist it. Doesn't have to be fast, doesn't have to be big. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. After your next one, center, put your foot down. Reset your body, shake it out. The other leg comes up. Same arm from that side holds on behind your thigh. Hand behind your head. Now lower down, curl up, twist to that leg. Down, curl up, twist. Lower, curl it up. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds here. And bring yourself all the way up. Take one pod out, set it to the side. Bring one pod with you and lie down on your back. Now, we're using this for a crisscross pulse. If it doesn't work range-wise, do this without the pod. Legs come up. Curl your head and chest up. Now take the pod on top of one knee. Take the opposite elbow and put it into the center of the pod. Hands behind your head. Extend your free leg out. Now if you can't reach that, put the pod down again and just imagine it's there. Little pulses up, up. So your knee and elbow are squeezing into that pod together. Let's go for 10 seconds. 5 seconds here. Now hold it up there. Bend that free leg into the pod and send it out. Bend and tap the pod, send it out. Ooh, on fire here. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. After your next one, bend in, reset your body, rock it out. Really get the obliques on that one, the corset muscles. Okay, let's go into the other side. So bring your knees into a tabletop first. Curl your head and chest up second. Take the pod onto the opposite knee. Opposite elbow comes across. Put it into the center. Hands behind your head, and you extend that free leg out. Little pulsing crunches up, up, up. 10 more seconds here, up and down, up and down. 5 seconds. Now hold it up there, bend the free leg in, tap the pod, and extend it out. Bend it in, extend it out, in and out. 5 more seconds. Could you curl up a little higher now? And then bend in. Whew, rest for a moment, rock it out. Okay, let's do one more thing right now for your core, and then we'll move on to your glutes. So take this pod and put it right below your tailbone. Legs come in. This for me is so nice because that's usually where we put our hands to cradle the tailbone. Now instead we've got this, which is way better. Legs extend up, heels together, toes apart. Lower your legs down. The second you feel your back try to arch, hold. Deepen your abs and lift your legs right back up. You lower down, scoop in and lengthen back up. 10 seconds like this. If your hips are tight, your quads are tight, bend your knees out to the side, keeping your heels together, making a diamond shape. 5 more seconds. After your next one, lift it all the way up, bend your knees into a tabletop. Now, I like to bring the pod a little bit higher on my back. It's still at my tailbone and sacrum. Hold it here. Now bring your knees up. Lift your hips off the pod. Roll down, find the pod, and extend your legs out about 45 degrees. Bend in, lift off the pod, roll down, find the pod, extend out. In, let's go for 20 seconds. Work at your own pace. Use the back of your arms to press down. Up, down, maybe start to go lower. See if you could challenge it a little bit more. You could play with your pace. Checking in on our time. Give me one more here. And bend in. Okay, rock your body all the way up. Let's grab that pod. Let's get the other pod now. So to finish, let's do a little bit of lower body glute work. Set those pods down next to each other. We're putting our feet on top. You want to be about hip distance apart. So you just kind of eyeball that. We can adjust if we need to once we're down there. Lie down on your back and place your feet on top. Now the rule of thumb for where your feet go in Pilates is you want your fingertips to almost touch your heels. So that's sort of just something to think about when you're there. It doesn't have to actually touch. Shoulders down, tailbone under, lift your hips all the way up and hold. If you feel like those feet need to be further closer in, adjust, right? We're starting simply with a hold. Upper ribs down, tailbone under, activate the glutes, hold. Now keep that shape, start to lower a few inches and lift right back up. Lower a few inches, lift up. Now, hopefully your pods are on a mat like mine and it's got a little bit of grip because I want you to think about pushing your feet forward and away. It's like those pods are going to slide out from under you. 5 seconds. On your next one, keep your hips all the way at the top. Again, retuck the tailbone. Reach your arms up to the ceiling above your shoulders. Now lower your hips an inch, little pulses up, down, up, down. The entire time your tailbone is tucked under, you're thinking about pushing those pods out from under you. Give me 10 seconds here. Up, down, 5 seconds. 3 seconds. On your next one, roll down, bring your arms down, reset, shake it out. Now we go again. Curl your tailbone under, lift all the way up. Bring one knee into your chest and extend that leg up. Square your hips off, lower halfway, and little pulses up and down of those hips. Lift, lower, 10 seconds. 5 more seconds here. Hold it up there. Now bend your knee, cross your heel over your thigh and let that knee open out to the side. Lower halfway down and lift. Up, down, slightly different angle to activate that stabilizing working glute. 10 seconds here. 5 more seconds, opening your shoulders, relaxing your jaw. Hold it up there. Extend your leg up. Bend your knees, set it down. And let's roll down, reset the back between sides. Shake it out. Tuck your tailbone under and lift your hips right back up. Shift your weight toward the opposite leg and bring your knee in, extend the opposite leg up. Square those hips off, lower halfway down with the hips and pulse. Up, down, lift and lift. Here's 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Holding everything up, bend your knee, cross your heel over your thigh, flex your foot, lower halfway down and lift up, down, up, down. Try to keep that working glute engaged the whole time. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Hold at the top, extend your leg up, bend your knee, put your foot on the pod, and evenly roll down through your spine. Draw your knees in one at a time. Rock side to side. Quick little massage out of your back. And then rock and roll your body all the way up, coming seated. And that's it. You're all done with your express workout with me. Again, I'm Andrea Spear, and I'll see you next time.